Welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa, along with Junior. We are now starting the second video of our Natchez Trace Parkway adventure. We will be videoing the places we get to stop and see. We're now fixing to head to a Chickasaw Village site, which I'm looking forward to seeing that. This is Chickasaw territory. There's also Choctaw as well, and Cherokee. They most of the time got along. So, with that being said, this is going to be a montage of all the places where we stop and visit. Now, I've done past the sign back here. I will video the sign when we come back through. All right, let's get to having some fun. Okay, we're heading for the Chickasaw Village site. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Let me adjust the camera. This ought to be fun. Just gotta figure out which way we gotta go. Oh, it's a walk up. Okay. Do you want to get out, baby? You want to get out and look? Huh? Do you want to get out and look? You just gonna sit in the car? Okay. Well, it's gonna be me and y'all. Because Mr. Junior does not like to adventure. Not like he used to. He's gonna make sure that the car seat doesn't go anywhere. Alright, let's go have some fun, y'all. Y'all have to be able to pause it to read.
You guys think that's a one No. Nothing like what it's doing.
Okay, thankfully, peace and quiet now. Traditional Chickie like building of the Chickasaws.
Wait, bump me on the nose. They can turn it on.
And we're going to listen.
Hello, my name is LaDonna Brown. I am the tribal anthropologist at the Chickasaw Nation.
My name is Pauline Brown. I'm a Chickasaw, Shasta Ford. Pauline Brown, Chickasaw.
I would like to greet you at the Chickasaw Village site on the Natchez Trace Parkway. Chugma, welcome to our village. This is a place that we think of as our home. This is our community. This is the place where we live. It's not only a place where we live, but a place where we take care of each other. In our community, if one person is hungry, everybody is hungry. And the hunters would go out and they would hunt and they would bring animals back and everybody would eat.
The Chickasaw people didn't only work and strive to feed. There was joking and talking and laughter under some of the trees. The old people got together and discussed different things, and the children were out there playing. The woman would have a big black pot going with some kind of dish like what Chickasaws call pashofa. It's corn boiled in water, and they add pork to it. Then there was the dance.
So you have many different things going on in the village. You also have traders who are traveling all across this continent from coast to coast, from east to west, and from north to south, and who are trading with all of these different tribes. People who have different cultures than us, people who have different languages than us. And they are trading for what we call exotic trade good items. And they're bringing all of those items back into our village. And they're trading their wares to the community members.
And then the Chickasaws not only did all of that, but they were holy people. Yagni Mati Holy Tupa means their land was very holy. Nayupabikadesha. They were happy.
All right, let's go over here.
This is the first of 5 exhibits in this exhibit shelter. The large illustration on this panel shows a group of Natchez approaching the Chickasaw village. The panel title is A Risky Welcome.
For several decades, the Chickasaw village
This is
existed in
a
an unstable world
traditional
between
Chickasaw
tribal war.
like tear dress.
In their everyday life,
You can tell the difference between the Chickasaws and the Cherokee tear dress very easily. The ruffles up
women
here
cooked food over hot coals.
hang
Stickball challenged
down.
the athletic men
On a
of the
Cherokee
cornfields,
tear
chilled by
dress
winter.
or tear dress,
But amid the
the
routine of
ruffles
everyday
will
life,
be
the sturdy
smaller
logs of a
and they
stumbling
will
fort
stand
suggested
up,
the
not
conflicts
hang
that
down.
threatened the Chickasaws.
Same way along
In
the
the early
bottom of
1730s,
the skirt
villagers faced hard
or
decisions.
the skirt
Chickasaw
part
leader
of the dress. These ruffles would be upwards, not downwards.
chose to shelter the
And the
Natchez,
sleeves
even though
would
it
be
would likely
long
provoke the
sleeve,
French.
not short sleeve.
At the left of the
Still
illustration, a
beautiful
group
though.
of 14 Natchez.
This shows where a winter house was actually standing. Thankfully, they have it fairly well protected in a border. But yet, the winter house. We're going to go over here. There's 3 more to look at. Hold on, there's kids. Had a wonderful talk with a mother and her 4 or 5 children. They're homeschoolers. Found out they have a organic farm. So I will be finding out the information on the website, and I'll be posting that for anybody local who wants to be um, able to go to their farm and buy organic produce. This is where one of the forts was at here. This is why it's sectioned off. All right, we got some more back here. But that was a very good conversation. Things happen for a reason, y'all. People are brought together. People are brought together for a reason. Nothing happens accidentally. And I'm going to be thankful to be able. Apparently, they allow you to come out at the farm and pick your own strawberries. So I will have an organic source to go pick strawberries until I can get my strawberries growing. Okay, you can see this was another site found here. Oh, this is a site of a summer house. Sorry, it says Trader Adair wrote that the Chickasaws could erect a summer house in one day using no tools but a hatchet and a knife. A cypress shingle roof, pine or cypress clapboard walls, and a covering of bark held on with lashed on saplings made a shelter, the side and gables of which are bullet proof. Ooh, that's nice to know. So, the pine and cypress clapboard walls and a covering of bark held on with lashed on saplings. Now you know how to build a bulletproof home. Interesting. Learn a lot when you pay attention. Glad I stopped. Wonderful. This is a winter warmth. Each day a fire was built on the floor to furnish heat through the night. The British trader Adair reported that while the new fire is burning down, the house for warmth of air is full of heat and smoky darkness, and all the time a number of them lie on the broad bed places with their heads wrapped up. I don't think I believe that one, but because they knew how to build the homes to have updrafts to pull the smoke out. We knew how the Inglés lied very well. They lied about their reports, and this is up on a big knoll, so this would be a perfect place for a village site. All right, time to get back to Junior. That was a lot of fun, y'all. Now we're going to head back to the trace. I'm going to get a show the sign. Enjoyed that conversation. Now I know another organic farm where I can buy produce and stuff from, or fruit that I'm not growing myself. Yep, it's called the Chickasaw Village site. Let's see if I can turn the camera. No, the sun's gonna go wild. Alright, I'm gonna stop the video here. I'll bring you back when we stop somewhere else. Alright, we just pulled into the Natchez Trace Parkway Visitor Center, and we're gonna go in and have a look, y'all. Nice looking visitor center. And I will show y'all. Here is horsetail reed growing. This is what a patch of horsetail reed will look like, with a sweet gum tree coming up in the middle of it. But yes. And see how it's built into a concrete bed. You can't stop it. Once you plant it, it don't spread fast, but it will spread. And yeah, concrete does not stop it. All right, let's go in. Come on, baby. Ooh. Here, we got to sign in. Hold on. Okay, signed in. Natchez Trace Scenic Trail. Here you go. I'm going to hand them to Junior. Uh-oh, I got more than one. I got a bunch of them. I love historic stand. Okay. Ooh, want to go see that? Ooh, that's a big book. Here, let's put that on the bottom. You got it? Common wildflowers. Ooh, Civil War. Corinth. Shiloh, which I'm gonna finally get to go to. Vicksburg. I've been to Vicksburg. I've been through that one. That one was epic. The Gordon House. Yep. Meriwether Lewis, who was murdered. Tennessee State Parks. Wildland Fire Natural Park. And the Natchez Trace. I think I got them all. Chickasaw Fire. All right, got them all. Let's go in. Oh, wow.
How you two doing?
Hello, how you doing?
All right.
It's a 20-minute walk through Cypress Swamp. Ooh, I'd like to go through that.
We got a 15-minute movie about the Trace Parkway if you're interested in watching it.
Sure, sure. Hold on, we're fixing to go and watch a 15-minute video. All right, we're going to watch it. It's almost over. Someone else is watching it. So much, y'all. So much. Such a blessing. Let me get you over here where y'all can read it. You just have to pause. "13 unidentified Confederate soldiers." We need to go to that one. We've just come from that one. I'm so glad we stopped. double arch bridge. Okay, this is wonderful, y'all. Oh, Jackson Falls. Owl Creek Mounds, that's one I want to go to, but that's a little further south. Rock Spring. I've heard about those. I've been across that bridge several times down in Natchez. Crimson Clover. We've been to that bridge. I'll remember me going across that one. This place is amazing. Oh, this is just awesome. I'm so glad we got to come. 700 different species of plants on the Natchez Trace. Yaupon holly, also known as the black drink. Well, let me start at the top. Plant power. Yeah, they forget to mention the Cherokee. We were all down here. Over 100 different species of trees.
I can show you two in the movie whenever you get ready.
Okay, hold on, it's video time. Oh, look at the babies.
It is a lifeblood of natural beauty, rolling through the deep south. A 444-mile haven of diverse landscapes. Here you can find pristine creeks and waterfalls, bayous and swamps,
Ooh, cypress.
and emerald forests of oak, hickory, and pine. All are connected by a winding ribbon of road to create one of the most unique national parks in America. The Natchez Trace Parkway unfolds across 3 states like an ever-changing tapestry. The trace begins near the bluffs of the Mississippi in the river town of Natchez. The parkway winds northeastward toward Jackson, traversing almost the entire state of Mississippi. In the northwest corner of Alabama, the trace rises over the mile-wide Tennessee River. Entering the state of Tennessee, the Natchez Trace rolls along the southern Appalachian foothills. It ends near Nashville, just a few miles beyond the elegant double-arch bridge. But the Natchez Trace Parkway is more than just a scenic drive. It is also a journey through more than 10,000 years of history.
I've been there. I've been there.
They were dirty, scruffy, and far from home. Southerners called them cane tucks because many hailed from Kentucky. In truth, they came from as far away as Ohio and Pennsylvania. Each year, groups of cane tucks could be seen heading north through Choctaw and Chickasaw lands on a trail that would become known as the Natchez Trace. By 1800, the trace would become a national road and one of the most traveled routes in America. One of those traveling the trace was not a cane tuck, but a Scottish naturalist, Alexander Wilson.
Their dress, black, greasy, and sometimes in tatters. Their skin burnt wherever exposed to the sun. Their beards 18 days old added to the singularity of their appearance, which was altogether savage.
For the cane tucks, the long walk north was the second leg of their journey. A month earlier, they had loaded their crops, livestock, and manufactured goods on flatboats and floated down the Mississippi to markets in New Orleans and Natchez. They not only sold their goods, but also their very means of transportation. Their flatboats were useless against the upriver currents of the Mississippi. For many cane tucks, the best way home was the Natchez Trace. But remarkably, just as traffic on the trace was at its peak, the road was all but abandoned. The age of steam had arrived. A month-long trek on the Natchez Trace was replaced with a steamboat ride upriver. The Natchez Trace would fade from the landscape and from the minds of the American people. Today, the Natchez Trace Parkway roughly follows the path of the old trace. 200 years after the cane tucks used the road, you can retrace their footsteps in places like Putcopanoe, one of the best examples of the trampled down sunken trail.
I walked it.
And you can walk along the final tragic path of an American hero. Although he's best known for going west, the great explorer Meriwether Lewis of the Lewis and Clark expedition spent the final troubled days of his life east of the Mississippi, on the Natchez Trace. The success of the expedition led to a transition from adventurer to politician. Now governor of Upper Louisiana Territory, Lewis struggled with both health and politics. In October 1809, he traveled the trace en route to Washington, D.C. to defend territorial expenses. On October 10th, Lewis stopped for the evening at an inn along the trace called Grinder's Stand. dawn, Lewis was dead. Though many theories of his death exist, historical evidence supports the probability of suicide.
No, he was murdered.
Meriwether Lewis is buried in Tennessee along the Natchez Trace. Above his grave is a simple monument with a broken column. It symbolizes an amazing life, tragically cut short. Along the Natchez Trace are other monuments, made not of granite, but of earthen soil. Long before it became a national road, the Natchez Trace was a series of ancient trails. Along the trace is evidence of thriving native cultures that existed here for thousands of years before the first Europeans arrived. They had no metal tools, nor the wheel, not even pack animals. What the mound builders did have was ambition, a sense of community, and most importantly, a sense of purpose. Using tools made of animal bones, they gathered and transported dirt, one basket at a time. At the mound site, they carefully deposited the dirt. To the mound builders, the soil was sacred. They believed the earth contained the spirits of their ancestors. In essence, the mounds became memorials. Many early structures, like far mounds, were used as burial grounds. Later built flat-top ones, like Emerald Mound, are thought to have been
That one
temples for tribal leaders.
is amazing.
The magnificently engineered mounds along the trace are a tangible link to the civilizations that thrived here for centuries before the Europeans. For the descendants of the mound builders, including the Chickasaw, Choctaw, and Natchez peoples, the mounds remain sacred places. It's hard to believe that this passageway through the ages was in danger of being lost forever. By the turn of the 20th century, the trace was slowly being swallowed by woodlands and wetlands of the southeast. In 1905, the Mississippi Daughters of the American Revolution began paving the way to preserve the old trace. One of their leaders was Elizabeth Jones.
We must not only trace with accuracy the very route, but place monuments and markers along the way, revealing appreciation of the wellspring of patriotism alive in all our hearts.
Their efforts inspired the formation of the Natchez Trace Association. As president, Rowan Fleming Burns used what some people termed a combination of meatloaf and moonshine to lobby legislators to pave the old trace. The foundation for a parkway was laid.
Do what you gotta do to get the job done.
In 1938, the Natchez Trace Parkway became a unit of the National Park Service. Mrs. Burns and other Trace supporters understood they were preserving a cultural treasure. Their actions resulted in this extraordinary gift, a 444-mile-long park. Today, the Trace crosses 4 ecosystems and 8 major watersheds, making it one of the most diverse of all of our national parks. The Duck River passes under the Trace in southern Tennessee. Scientists regard it as one of the most biologically diverse rivers in the world. Outside Tupelo, the Blackland Prairie gives a glimpse of how this area looked before modern agriculture altered the landscape. Near Jackson, an abandoned river channel has created a cypress swamp that teems with life. And yet life here is affected by the very nature of the parkway. Though over 400 miles long, the average width of the trace is just 800 feet, leaving it vulnerable to outside forces. It's a reminder that the parkway is as fragile as it is beautiful. The National Park Service, along with Parkway neighbors, are working together to preserve the precious resources along the trace, to ensure that these views and these places will remain for future generations. Today, what was once a well-traveled road in the young United States is now one of the most visited of all of our national parks.
Now, how many people do you think we get in this park every year?
1,000?
Want to know? We get over 5 million recreational visits every year.
The Natchez Trace Parkway remains a place to enjoy and to find solitude. A national park where you can discover your own traces through time.
That was great. That was very well put together. Even though they left out the charity part. Alright, back out to the museum, everyone. Yep, the siege of Vicksburg was ungodly horrible. Very, very evil man. Very evil man. He loved to set people on fire and kill women and children. Know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Oh, look, look. 1800s. Not everybody had slaves. That's something people need to realize. Another very evil man, Andrew Jackson. Oh, one treaty after another broke. Hardtack, powder horn. Beautiful. Tobacco twist. And believe me, that tobacco twist is rough. Model of a flatboat. Compass. Here's the side I want to say. Stickball sticks. That bow is very small. Oh, the ochres. The ochres. I need to get back into making pottery. Look at that. Read that. You read that? This is what I've been trying to tell people. There were many slaves in this country. Native Americans were the first ones. I'm actually surprised they acknowledged it. DeSoto, another murderer. LaSalle was not any better. They were searching for the gold. They didn't care about nothing else but gold. I find it interesting how they've left the Cherokee completely out when they roamed down here as well. Emerald Mound is an amazing experience. I haven't went down to the Par Mounds yet. And eventually I will make it to Cahokia. That's a dream. Beautiful, beautiful mural. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. (1830) is when the downfall of this country started. Industrial Revolution. I'll have to come back for this one. Next time we come through, we'll stop. Alright, we're gonna head out, y'all. Oh my gracious, y'all, look what I found. Hoot hoot. Oh, I need to get that. I really do. They have an amazing gift shop. Wonderful gift shop. Done found 5 books I'd like to have. Oh, a 10-penny whistle. Spyglass. I need that. All kinds of shirts, books, coasters, stickers. Monopoly National Parks. I'd love to play that one. Bags. Some beautiful coffee mugs. A tea towel. See, I want one of these, but that's for kids. A puzzle. Oh, the state bird and flowers of each of the United States. Oh my God, I'd love to have that. All kinds of stuff. Me and Junior want this. Civil War bullet identification guide. The mini cannon. I wish it actually worked. All kinds of books. Wonderful books. So many great books. Ooh, Mississippi wildlife. Birds, wildflowers, snakes, owls in North America. Oh, I like those. Laminated and folds out. I like that. Butterflies. The Audubon birds display, which is beautiful. Wildflower cards, so you can learn the wildflowers. Coiled basket, pine needle basket kit, a Jew harp. That's the puzzles I want right there. A National Park of America puzzle, basket weaving kit. So much, so much. Yahtzee. They actually have a national park Yahtzee. Alright, Junior's ready to head out. Okay, we're going up to the lookout. I see that they've done either some controlled burning or they burned it. This is one of the lookouts. We missed the other one. This is the 20-mile bottom. Oops. 20-mile bottom. Let's see. Turn the car. Here we go. Oh man, you can see a long ways off. Hold on, y'all. You want to get out? Look at that beautiful, beautiful view. You can see 20 miles off into the distance. And this, as you can see, is a huge high point on the trace. And I got hiccups. But look at that. Is that not absolutely beautiful? Oh, you can see. Let me see if I can see. There's a clearing. See it there? Either electric or pipeline. Ooh, I'm shaky. You can see it going off into the distance. But yep, 20 miles. You can see. Oh, we are having so much fun. I see they either burnt it or somebody set it on fire. And like I said, everywhere you stop, there's a litter bin. There's no excuse for throwing garbage on the ground. Goldenrod. Yep, and this was burnt. It burnt pretty hot. You can see it up on the trees. You don't know what caused the burn. Could be human, could be lightning. You never know. But you can see where it had burnt. The tree should be fine. The cedar didn't make it. Oh, what a view. But they got, oh, it's a road. It's a dirt road back here. And they got the other side posted. So it's got to be hunting land. Oh, oh, ho, 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 ho. Twisted piece of walking stick. Look at that. Something I always looked for was the curved pieces. I've got to get back into making my walking sticks. But beautiful, beautiful. We have enjoyed ourselves so much. We needed this. We really, really needed this. Acorns. Good sized little acorns. Good sized acorns. Wonder what tree. Junior staying in the car. All right, let's go look at the lookout one more time. Such a beautiful view. $20 bottom. See the ridge of the tops of the mountains. All part of the Appalachians. All right, time to get back on the road. We hope that y'all have enjoyed getting to view some of the sights that we was blessed to experience as we went along on the trace, on the Natchez Trace. We are heading home now. We're about 15 minutes from home. I hope you enjoyed the educational part of this video as well as the beauty, the scenery. Me and Junior have had a wonderful day. We haven't had a day like this in a while, have we, baby? As we head home, we hope you have enjoyed this second part of the video. Everyone take care, stay safe and sound. Take time to go out and enjoy what you can, explore, adventure. Everyone take care, stay safe and sound, and may you each be blessed. Hoot hoot, mwah. Love y'all. We'll see you soon. May you each be blessed, stay safe and stay sound, as well as warm.